What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Gears Reaper here with some Twitch tips. So let me just start out by saying the first thing about Twitch streaming is that you don't want to have dead air. No matter what you do, you don't want it to be completely silent in your room, whether you know there's people in there or not. The reality here is that when you're streaming with Twitch, you never really know how many viewers you have or don't have, because it doesn't refresh fast enough to the point where you know exactly how many people are in there. People can come and go, and the counter will never catch it. And that's why you need to be talking all the time. And one of the ways to do that is to just banter. Don't worry about so much what you're saying, but don't think inside your head. Instead, think out loud all the time. Constantly voice, like you're going around the corner or you're, whatever it takes. And I know that in the beginning you will feel really stupid for doing this because you're not, there's nobody there. But you don't know for a fact that there's nobody there. That's the thing. And when I go into a Twitch room, one of the first things I get interested in is if the person is talking or not. If they're not talking, I'm probably going to leave right away. And it gets easier as you go on because once you build that base and you have people talking in your chat rooms on Twitch, then you have something to actually talk about. So instead of, talking about what you're going to do next in your video game, you can actually talk about whatever they're talking about on your chat and answer their questions. And that leads me into point number 2. Engage your audience. So if they ask you a question, make sure that you're answering them. They're there because they want to be there. And if you don't engage them and make them feel like they're part of the show, they're just going to leave. And that's going to put you right where you were when you started. Point number 3 is find out what kind of games they want you to be playing. Get like a poll going and whichever, put 3-4 games on it and see which game everybody in your channel wants to see you play. And then stream that game. But also, don't just play one game. Play a variety of games. If you're just going to play one game, you're only going to get that one select type of fan, I guess you'd say. So when you go to play another game, those people that usually watch you play that one game aren't going to want to watch you play the other game because they're just interested in that one game. So if all you ever play is Call of Duty, that's all you're ever going to get in your stream is people who want to watch somebody play Call of Duty. And when you switch it over and you play, an RPG or something like Dark Souls, nobody's going to watch you play that. And it's like building your fan base all over again. So make sure you play a variety of games and you're consistent about it. My next tip would be, if you have a YouTube channel, make sure you link it to your Twitch channel and have a Facebook and link that, and then have a Twitter and link that, and make sure that you put all of your social media together. Just link it all, so that way your fans can go ahead and follow you on those applications, whichever one they may choose, because they may not have all of them. And that way, before you stream, you can go ahead and post it and say, oh, I'm going to be on tonight from 7 to 8 or 7 to 9, whatever it is. Which leads me into my next point. Make sure you have a stream schedule. It doesn't have to be every night of the week. You don't have to stream for 5 hours at a time. But make sure that they know what time you're going to be on and then stick to that schedule. So if you're going to be on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 7 to 8, make sure that it's posted somewhere, like on your Twitch channel and on your Facebook and on your Twitter. Go ahead and tweet it out 15 minutes before you get on. So that way these people know and they can tune in. It's no different than a television show. If your favorite television show is The Walking Dead, then you know exactly what time it's going to be on and you're not going to miss it. So same concept. Schedules just create a better base so they know when to find you. And like I said, with linking all of your media accounts together, it makes it easier for you, if you're going to stream outside of your normal schedule time, to go ahead and tweet it or post it on Facebook and let everybody know that that's where you're going to be, so they can come on and watch you. All right, so my next and my final tip for this video is don't give up. This kind of thing isn't going to happen overnight. You're not going to have You're not going to just stream one time and then have this amazing fan base, and you know, every night you get on, you know, you're going to have 300 people watching you. That's not how this works. It takes time to build, just like anything. But you know what they say, anything that's worth doing is worth doing right. And Rome wasn't built in a day. It takes time. But the worst thing you can do is give up on it. You don't have to have the best equipment in the world. You could start out with just, you know, your Xbox and your Kinect. That will work just fine for the beginning. When you actually get a base going and, you know, you can afford to move on and get the better stuff, then do that. I just started all of this not too long ago, but I've been buying my equipment for over a year, and I've been streaming you know, every now and then with the Xbox Connect, but now I'm getting more involved with it because I have all the pieces I need to do it in a more professional way, I guess you'd say. But like I said, you don't have to have the top tier stuff to do this. Shit, even after what I've done and what I've paid for, I don't have the top tier stuff. I have, you know, mid-grade stuff. I can't afford the top tier stuff. And maybe one day when I make it really big, fingers crossed, then I'll buy the top tier stuff. But like I said, just don't give up. That's like the biggest thing. So many people try and they just get frustrated with it after a few weeks. You know, you got to get on every night. And if you're a YouTuber, you know, you need to get on. You need to make those videos. Make them as best as you can. You know, a video a day. That's all I can say, a video a day. Aside from that, if you like this video, hit that like button and make sure you subscribe. Any comments would be lovely. If you guys could just tell me what you want to see, if you want to see more of this or not. Or maybe if I left some tips out. And I know I didn't cover everything, but I didn't want this video to be too long. If y'all like it, like I said, I'll add more. Just let me know. Thanks for watching. This is Gears Reaper.